Hey everybody, it's me, Crazy Frankie, and I'd like to welcome you to my Week 3 key game picks. Um, you have to forgive me a little bit here. I'm kind of a little bit under the weather right now. My throat's been hurting, and obviously I think I probably caught a cold or flu. Hopefully it doesn't turn into laryngitis. So I'm going to try to get through this video as quickly as possible, and I want to get to my Week 3 key game picks. First, a little bit thoughts on Week 2. Week 2 had some pretty good games and all that. Probably wasn't as great as Week 1, but obviously the Week 2 games, obviously, and the best game out of Week 2 definitely was the Raiders-Bills game, where the Bills ended up winning in the end. And also probably the other best game probably may have been the Bears and Saints. Obviously everybody knows about the controversy in that game regarding Darren Sproles scoring a touchdown that by the looks that he stepped out of bounds, and the referees and the replay officials didn't see it and didn't judge on that. Obviously, for more in-depth from week 2 and all that, it's on my blog under my Week 2 recap. And right now, I just want to get straight to my Week 3 picks because, like I said, I don't want to overthrow my voice right now. I want to try to get this quickly as possible. So, as far as the Week 3 key games, obviously one of my first key games is the Eagles and the Giants game. Now, I know a lot of you Giants fans were very pissed off last year after Deshaun Jackson scored that punt return touchdown in the end to win for the Eagles, or as they like to call it, the miracle at the New Meadowlands. I'm pretty sure a lot of you want to forget that. But going into this game in Philadelphia, Michael Vick is still a question in doubt. By this video post, I was heard that he was cleared to play by doctors. And in all honesty, I don't know what to expect from Michael Vick after what happened last week against the Falcons, where he had a concussion. It's going to be a very, very close game, and I kind of will say I will probably give a slight edge to maybe the Eagles, because after watching the Giants play last week against the Rams, there's a lot of questions and doubt, and obviously the fake injury thing that the league went down on the Giants this week is a big question and concern right now if you're a Giants fan right now, and what you're seeing out of them, because I gotta go with the Eagles in this game. I think it's gonna be a very close game, and probably might go into overtime as well. So my first key game, I gotta go with the Eagles over the Giants. Key game number 2, the oldest rivalry in the NFL, the Packers and the Bears. Now, obviously, the Bears want retribution from last year after they got embarrassed in the NFC Championship. But in all honesty, the Bears, they're going to get creamed in this game. Even though on my blog I did say, well, it's kind of a 50-50 toss-up in this game, but I just think that the Packers offense is just too strong, even though their defense may be a question on Sunday. But obviously the thing about it is, can Jay Cutler step up against a good Packers defense? And really, he received a lot of criticism last year in the NFC Championship game. So if he wants to shut up the critics, he's going to have to really, really be flawless in this game. Otherwise, the Packers would easily win. So, in all honesty, I got to go with the Packers over the Bears. Key game number 3, going to the NFC South, it is the Falcons and the Buccaneers. These two teams, obviously right now, if they want to catch the Saints, because I still think the Saints are going to win the NFC South, one of these two teams is going to fall further behind. And seeing that great comeback last week for the Falcons to beat the Eagles, their offense has been off to slow starts in the first 2 games, and really that is a concern if you're a Falcons fan. The Buccaneers, they had to come from behind last week against the Vikings. Josh Freeman has stepped up. So this game is definitely going to be this one is another close game here. But I still think the Falcons on the road, they're going to get it done. Josh Freeman still needs to prove to himself that he can beat very good teams, and obviously last year, the last meeting between the two teams, obviously Josh Freeman could not make a comeback against the Falcons, but in all honesty, the Falcons, I think, win. It's going to be a very close game. I got to go with the Falcons over the Buccaneers. And my key game my key game pick number 4. Obviously, this is my upset pick here. It's the game between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Now, obviously, after seeing the Seahawks the first 2 games, they are horrible. But it is a home game for them. And the Cardinals and the Seahawks play very, very close games. And obviously, with the game being in Seattle, it's a tough place for offenses to really huddle up and try to start a play, because Qwest Field really is the #1 stadium to have known to cause the most false start penalties in the National Football League. Arizona may have a slight edge in this game, but I'm going to pick the Seahawks in an upset here. I think the Seahawks will get the first win. Obviously, the Cardinals really don't have that good of a defense, and you could consider this also a trap game too. So I will say the Seahawks will beat the Falcons as my upset pick. You have to forgive me, people. Like I said, I'm kind of ill. I'm right now ill. I'm hoping to get better. But for the meantime, right now, hope you enjoyed this video and my 4K games. All of my Week 3 picks are on my blog at crazyfrankie56.blogspot.com. And I hope you enjoy your weekend and enjoy Sunday's action, folks. And hopefully next week I can get into a little bit more depth on my key game picks for Week 4. Until then, see you guys later.